electrochemistry. Okay. The first one is free energy. Okay. So we will use all these terms many times. So first we have to know about what is this free energy, entropy, cell potential, single electrode potential, and standard electrode potential. Okay. So first we will discuss about what is this free energy. What is free energy? Anyone knows? The energy which is available free is called as free energy. Is it? Okay. The free energy is a system will be there. Okay. The system, just we consider this one as a system, imaginary system, which is the energy. Okay. So a part of the energy is used for to do work. For a system, a part of the energy is useful. We will use it for the to do any work. Okay. So free energy means a part of the energy which is used for to do useful work. So that work should be useful. So that energy is called as free energy. Free energy or available energy. So for any system, a part of the energy which is used for useful work. That energy is called as free energy or gives free energy and also available energy. We call it. Okay. And the unavailable energy present in the system is called as bound energy. What we call it as bound energy. So this energy we can't use. It will be there, but we can't use it for to do some useful work. Okay. The whatever the energy which is used for useful work is called as free energy or available energy or also gives free energy. Okay. So gives free energy is a composite function which consists of which is the entropy and energy. Okay. Are you following? Yes. So Gibbs free energy is denoted by G, capital G. So capital G represents H is what? Enthalpy. T is what? Temperature. S is entropy. Okay. H minus Ts, which gives the Gibbs free energy. Okay. And also, I think you know about the Gibbs free energy. Delta Z, change in free energy. Delta means change in free energy, which is negative means the Gibbs free energy. Which one is negative means spontaneous or non-spontaneous? Yes, sir. So delta Z negative means it is a spontaneous. Its energy is useful to do the work. Delta Z equals to positive means yes, non-spontaneous. Delta Z equals to 0 means it is in equilibrium. Okay. If free energy is negative means without the aid of external energy, that is negative. That is a spontaneous reaction. If delta Z is positive means which is taking the external help, external aid. So that is the non-spontaneous. Delta Z equals to zero means it is at the equilibrium state. Okay, understood the concept of free energy? Free energy is a what? Which is to do the useful work. A part of the energy which is used for the to do useful work is called as free energy. The unavailable energy is called as bound energy. Okay. If we have notes means just note it down. So the next one is entropy. Entropy means it is which is denoted as F. Free energy is denoted as G. Okay. So entropy. Entropy means, as we all know about, it is the measure of randomness. It is the measure of disorderness or randomness, or it is the measure of probability of a system. In a system, how much it is what? Disorder. Okay. On this concept of entropy only, a film called Tenet is there. In English film, a Tenet is there. It is a measure of level of disorder, which is a nice concept. If you have a free means, you watch that movie also. Tenet is a measure of level of disorderness. Disorderness, again, if you reverse it means it will be order. So that concept is good. A measure of it is a entropy is a measure of level of disorderness or randomness of a system. Okay. So which is here represented as change in entropy is change in energy divided by T. Which is entropy is represented as ds, change in entropy equals to dq by T. Okay. Next one is the cell potential. So cell potential is represented as E cell. Okay. So as we know about EMF of the cell or cell potential is it is denoted as E cell equals to E cathode minus E anode. It is the difference between the two standard reduction potential of a half cell. So one half cell is a cathode, one half cell is the anode. A difference between the cathode and anode, or the difference between the standard reduction potentials of two half cells is called as the cell potential or EMF of a cell. Okay. The next term is the single electrode potential. So single electrode potential is represented as E. Okay. Single electrode potential is defined as it develops a potential when an electrode is dipped in its own metal ions. And a metal or electrode which is dipped in its own metal ions are called as single electrode potential. If we dip any electrode with its metal ion means it develops a potential. That potential is called as single electrode potential. If I dip zinc electrode in zinc sulfate solution means it gives a potential. That potential is called as single electrode potential and it is represented as E. Okay. And one more term is standard electrode potential. Same as that of single electrode potential. The standard electrode potential is defined as it develops a potential when the electrode is dipped in its own metal ions and with some standard conditions. What standard condition? We have to maintain 1 molar concentration. Concentration should be unity. and the temperature is constant. That is standard temperature of 298 Kelvin or 25 degree Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure. So it is a standard electrode potential is defined as it develops a potential when an electrode is in contact with 1 molar concentration, temperature of 298 Kelvin and pressure of 1 atmospheric pressure. That potential is called as standard electrode potential. I never read this power 0. Not will be there means it is a standard. G naught, E naught. All these are the standard. Okay. Understood these terms? Free energy, entropy, cell potential, single electrode potential, standard electrode potential. Understood these concepts? Is there any doubt here? Is it visible now? Okay. So next we will discuss we will derive the Nernst equation. The next concept you can write derive this one is very important. This one is a fixed question for your examination. So many times they have asked in a previous question paper. Derive the Nernst equation for single electrode potential. The scientist called Nernst, he derived a equation. Okay, so it relates, and why this equation is very much important means to find out the electrode potential of any metal. This equation is necessary. Okay, so to find out which metal is anode, which metal is cathode, to generate electricity also, how we can take the differential metals. So for all these things, this to find out electrode potential or EMF is very much important. So that's why this equation is very much important in the electrochemistry. Okay. So first, going to derive the Nernst equation. So Nernst equation is the relationship between the electrode potential of a metal to the standard electrode potential of a metal to the concentration of metal ion and temperature. So electrode potential is which is very much linked between the metal ions and temperature. Temperature increases if metal ion concentration increases means electrode potential is also increases. So it is the relationship between the four terms: electrode potential, single standard electrode potential, metal ion concentration and temperature. Okay. Shall we derive the Nernst equation? So to derive a Nernst equation, I will consider a reversible reaction. Consider a general reversible reaction. Okay, so generally I will take it as Mn plus. M is metal, N is the number of electrons at the oxidation state. Mn plus N electron gives as it is a reversible forward and backward, which gives as metal atom. So is this a oxidation reaction or a reduction reaction? Reduction I have taken, yes, I have taken reduction reaction in forward direction. Yeah, I have taken reduction reaction in forward direction. Why? Because always we will measure the reduction potential. So we will call it as, by the international agreement, we always use SRP, standard reduction potential. The metal potential is measured in reduction potential. So that's why I have taken reaction in forward direction, reduction reaction in forward direction. Okay. First we have to consider a reversible reaction, generally Mn plus n number of electrons, which gives as metal atom. If I want to take example, means Zn plus 2 electron, which gives as zinc atom. Okay. So to consider a reversible reaction, the scientist called Van 't Hoff has given a isothermic equation. It is called as Van 't Hoff's reaction isotherm. For any reversible reaction which is applicable. Okay. So what they have given, Van 't Hoff's reaction isotherm is delta G equals to delta G naught plus RT ln K. I will consider this one equation number as 1. Here what is the delta G? Yes, sir. Delta G means Gibbs free energy change. Delta G naught is change in standard Gibbs free energy. R is yes, all of you there are not. What is R? Universal gas constant. Its value is R, universal gas constant value is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay. T is what? Temperature. K is reaction quotient or equilibrium constant. K is what? It is a constant. We can define reaction quotient or equilibrium constant as product of molar concentration of product divided by reactant. It is denoted as equilibrium constant is the product of molar concentration of the product divided by reactant. Understood? First we have to take the redox reaction, that too reduction reaction in forward direction. For any reversible reaction, the scientist called Van 't Hoff, he has a given isothermic equation, that is delta G equals to delta G naught plus RT ln K, where delta G is Gibbs free energy change, delta G naught is standard free energy change, R is universal gas constant, T is temperature, K is equilibrium constant or reaction quotient, that is molar concentration of product divided by molar concentration of reactant. Okay. So we have to derive this next equation. So we know that here work is going to done. So here negative minus delta G equals to what? Work done maximum. So any energy is decreasing means some work is going on. So maximum work done. That too, negative delta G means the maximum work done. So in a system, some of the energy is there. So that energy is decreasing. So decreasing means some work is going on. Okay. So the for here negative sign is there. So that's why maximum work done is going on the system. Okay. So now we will discuss what is this work is going on the system. So we have deriving the electrode potential means we have to consider the what electrochemical cell. Okay. So two electrodes, these are dipped in the electrolyte solution and these are connected. Okay. So here what work is going on? Here n number of electrons are transferring by within the oxidation and reduction process. N number of electrons are transferring from anode to cathode. Are you following? Yes, all of you following? Yes, sir. N number of electrons are transferring means it is producing electrode potential or EMF of a cell in between the two electrodes. So electrons are transferring means, and also F current of electricity is flowing through between the anode and cathode. So these terms, N is the number of electrons transferring from anode to cathode, and E is the electrode potential or EMF of a cell in between the two electrodes. So these n number of electrons are transferring means F current of Faraday of electricity is flowing through in between these two electrodes. So I can write here minus delta G equals to what work is going on? N number of electrons are flowing, F current of Faraday of electricity is available, and E is the EMF of a cell or electrode potential. Okay, and in similarly minus delta G equals to minus delta G naught, standard free energy also, for standard also NF E naught. Understood this one? So I will consider this minus delta G work done maximum as equation number 2. Okay, and so I have substituted the Gibbs free energy. So Gibbs free energy, negative Gibbs free energy is the work done is n number of electrons moving across the two electrodes. F Faraday of electricity is flowing. E is the EMF of a cell. In similar way, in standard condition also, if we maintain 1 molar concentration, 298 Kelvin temperature, and 1 atmospheric pressure also, same condition will occur. So I will consider this one as equation number 3. Okay. Now we got the value of delta Z and delta Z naught. So we have to substitute in equation number 1. So I can write equation 1 can be rewritten as equation 1 can be rewritten as, here we got delta Z. So what is the delta Z value? Here minus delta Z is there. I will take negative sign to this side. Can I substitute? Minus NFE. It's following? In similar way, delta G naught is, its value is minus NFE naught. What is remaining? Plus RT ln K. RT ln K. So in both the sides, which one is common? What is common? In both the, yes, in both the side, minus NF is common. So we will divide both the sides by minus NF. Okay. So divide it by minus NF. So what you will get? Yes, E is equal to E naught. Then so complete we have to divide. Yes, sir. So we have to divide plus plus RT by ln K divided by minus NF. So plus into minus minus. Okay. RT by NF. What is remaining? Ln K. Got this one? E is equal to E naught minus RT by NF into ln K. So now we will convert this ln into log. Natural logarithm we have to convert. So I will, if we convert a ln into log means, what is the value? Ln means log E, right? We have to convert to log 10. 2.303 we have to multiply. 2.303 RT by NF into log with base 10. Okay. Understood this one? I think you are all master in mathematics. I don't want to explain this conversion, ln into log. Is this one understood? Are any doubts? That's what, Mirza? Understood this one? Okay. So E is equal to E naught minus 2.303 RT by NF into log 10 K. So I will represent, I will give this number as 4, equation number 4. So now some constants are there. In this equation, some constants are there. I will remove this one. Okay. So R is what? Universal gas constant. It is a constant. Its value is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay. So T value is 298 Kelvin. Okay. One more constant is here RT by F. RT by F. So F is the what? Faraday's constant. What is the value? Faraday's constant is 96,500 coulomb. Okay. These three are constant. Okay. If we do this calculation, 2.303 into 8.314 into 298 divided by 96,500 means, if we have calculator means, we can do it, you will get minus 0.0591 value you will get. 2.303 into 8.314 into 298 divided by 96,500 means this value you will get. Okay. So divided by what is remaining? N will be there. Because we don't know how many number of electrons are flowing. So that's why N, I have taken N. So what is remaining? Log with respect to base 10 K. Understood? So I will say, I will give this equation number as 5. Up to this, understood? So now what is remaining? Only remaining is K. So what I told, K is what? Product, molar concentration of product divided by reactant. Okay. K is what? Product divided by reactant. Concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. You observe this equation here, which one is product, which one is reactant in this equation? Product is which one? Yes. Yes, capital M is product, reactant is Mn plus. Mn plus is the reactant. Okay. So we should understand the concentration of any pure solid metal. If we take metal for the electricity generation or to measure electrode potential, means we have to take 1 molar, its concentration should be unity. So that's why I will write here the concentration of M for pure solid metal, always its concentration is 1. Okay. Now what happens? 1 by Mn plus. Understood this concept? For pure solid metal, its concentration is always unity. Okay. For pure solid metal, if you take zinc metal, means its concentration is 1 molar. Or if you take copper, means pure solid metal. Okay. Its concentration is 1. So that's why I have represented it as a concentration of pure solid metal is 1 Mn plus as it is. Okay. So now K value is 1 by Mn plus. So substitute the K value in equation 5. Okay. K value in equation 5. What you will get? What you will get? E is equal to E naught minus 0.0591 by n into log with base 10 1 by Mn plus. K value is 1 by Mn plus. So to do for easy calculation, so here negative is there. I will convert it as positive. How? It is in denominator. If it comes to numerator, means it will be positive. For to do calculation for our convenience, I made it as plus 0.0591 by n into log with base 10 concentration of metal ion. So this equation is called as Nernst equation for single electrode potential. So Nernst equation which relates the electrode potential of the metal to the standard electrode potential of the metal and the concentration of metal ion. If concentration of the metal ion increases, means electrode potential is also increases. If temperature increases, means electrode potential is also increases. So always you remember the Nernst equation for single electrode potential is E is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 by n into log with base 10 into concentration of metal ion. So here metal ion may be anything, copper ions, zinc ions, iron, anything. Understood this concept? you have any doubt in any step, no. So in a quick way, I will once again explain it. First, we have to take the any reversible reaction. So generally, Mn plus n number of electrons gives as metal atom. If we take the reversible reaction, so for any reversible reaction, the scientist called Van 't Hoff has given a isothermic equation, that is delta Z equals to delta Z naught plus RT ln K. So we know that negative gives change in free energy. Negative delta Z is work done is maximum. Okay. So what work is going to do in the electrochemical cell? NFE minus delta Z equals to NFE. Similar way for standard condition also same. So we have to substitute delta Z and delta Z naught value in equation 1. We will get here NF minus NFE equals to minus NFE naught plus RT tan K. So in both the sides minus NF is common. So that's why we have to divide it by minus NF. We will get E is equal to E naught minus RT by NF into ln K. So ln is there. We have to convert into log 10. So to convert ln into log means we have to multiply by 2.303 into log 10. Okay. Now we have to substitute the constant values, that is R, T and F. R is universal gas constant, T is temperature, F is Faraday constant. If you do means we will get the value is 0.059. Next we have to substitute K value. K is product divided by reactant M by Mn plus. So for pure solid metal its concentration is 1. Okay. If we substitute means 1 by Mn plus. For our convenience, we have made this negative sign into positive sign by denominator. If it goes to numerator, you will get this equation. So the equation 6 is called as Nernst equation for single electrode potential. So which is used for to measure any electrode potential of any electrode. Okay. So the electrode potential is depends upon the concentration of metal ion and temperature. Both are increases means electrode potential is also increased. Okay. Understood this concept? Is it clarified, or I want to clarify any doubts? Okay, I think so. We have understood the concept. So in the next class, we are going to discuss some reference electrodes. Okay. If you have any doubts, means you can ask me, or otherwise I will close this session. Okay, understood? No doubts? Okay. So I will, in Teachment app only, I have shared this document also. The module 1 notes also I uploaded. If you want, you can download it and you make the notes. Okay, always I will tell you, so your written notes will be helpful for your examination. If you read the printed or Xerox notes means it will not goes to your mind. So always you make your own notes. Okay. So I will close this session.